We'll lead off runs, hits, and errors by talking about one banged-up Yankee with our Meredith Marakovits, who joins us now. And Meredith, at this time of year, every game important, of course. Guys are playing hurt. One such Yankee is Alex Rodriguez. He's battling that calf and hamstring issues. Well, what's the latest on A-Rod? How's he feeling?
Nancy, he's back there in the lineup, DHing again, batting second, and I wouldn't expect to see Alex Rodriguez in the field anytime soon. He said after the game last night, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to stay in the lineup right now. I'm not necessarily worried about getting back out there in the field. So that's his mentality right now, clearly battling some leg issues. You don't know if one's related to the other or exactly how bad they are. He is a guy that is continuing to run himself out there. They still feel as though he can be productive offensively. But, Nancy, if you watch him on the base paths, he's really moving slow there. And you had mentioned the fact that, yes, every game matters right now. Just 11 games left this season. And Alex Rodriguez was one of the guys that said, look, we're not going to get any mulligans for these games anymore. We need to make sure they count. And yesterday's loss certainly hurt.
Well, A-Rod and company will be going to bat for Phil Hughes tonight, and certainly the starting rotation has struggled in September. Just one win thus far, and one guy definitely looking to get back in that win column is Phil Hughes, 0-6 in his last 12. That spans 11 starts.
And, Nancy, he has not picked up a win as a starter since back on July 2nd, and he'll be the first one to tell you it's been an up-and-down season. He's lacked a lot of consistency throughout it, and you've seen glimpses of it throughout his outings and throughout the course of the season where he looks really good, but he oftentimes gets his pitch count up there. He struggles to put batters away, and if you see any of that today, you're going to see Joe Girardi go out there and get him fairly fast. You have David Huff that'll be available out of the bullpen. If you remember his last start against Baltimore, that's what Joe Girardi did. If he sees any signs of Phil Hughes getting into trouble, he goes out there right away. Really a short leash for Phil Hughes. And if you look at Phil Hughes, went 3 innings last time, threw 50 pitches. And Joe Girardi saying earlier today, look, I don't know that he's going to go out there and throw 100 pitches. He's not on a pitch count per se, but it's more about how he feels and how he looks on the mound, how he's executing pitches. So time will tell exactly what they'll get from Phil Hughes, but this is a game that they absolutely need this evening.
Absolutely. So let's now take a little moment, though, to have a little fun, the more light side of our runs, hits, and errors segment. And who would have thought we'd see anything rival the Mark Sanchez butt fumble? But we may have it right here. Astros' Jonathan Villar's slide into Red second baseman Brandon Phillips. And insult to insult, the tag applied through the legs. How about that?
Yeah. That's not great. That's baseball's version there, I guess, of the butt fumble. And if you're Villar, you're not feeling good about that. If you're Brandon Phillips, you have to be laughing. He said, real talk, normally after a W, I'm feeling great. But after what happened to me during this game, all I can say is that was funny. Hashtag butt tag. That's something that is going to be seen on highlight reels for quite some time. You wouldn't be surprised if you saw it, on a couple of those highlight shows in the not top 10s. But Nancy, to add to that, it was pretty funny. I went home and I was watching a highlight show, and an anchor said instead of Jonathan Villar, Jonathan Vilma was just added to the ridiculousness of that play yesterday. He doesn't look much like the linebacker for the Saints.
No. But one thing for sure, Brandon Phillips is a funny guy on Twitter, isn't he?
So is Sean Kelly, right? Always walking in front of my camera shot. Come on, man.
There's something to that. We've got to talk to him
right?
about that.
I'm definitely going to have to put him in his place after that one.
Go for it.